So at what point when you're doing business with people, do you say enough's enough and you let them know firmly, hey, if you want to do business with me, you have to trust me and you have to trust the process? All right, so recently one of my guys had signed up a customer. We're going to call this customer Bill. They signed Bill up with an insurance agreement, right? And the insurance agreement, we've got a work authorization sign and it says, hey, if your roof's covered, essentially we get to do the work, right? For the scope and the money allowed by the insurance company. So at the beginning, it's fine, right? Everything's good. You guys have a good relationship. And then once Bill gets the check, then everything kind of changes. It's like, where's your estimate? How much are you, when are you starting? All these crazy questions, and it's like the whole relationship kind of shifted. So at one point, my teammate was just like, I don't want to deal with Bill no more. To me, it's not worth it. I think there's no way this job's gonna end well. There's no way we're gonna get that 5-star review in the end because there's no way to please Bill. So at that point, I took over and I called and said, listen, here's the deal, man. Like, you can go with somebody else, right? And you can take your chance, or you can let us do what we do and trust the process. So after a 20 or 30 minute conversation with me, Bill was good. I felt okay about it. Like, all right, I think we're gonna get you to the end here. 2 nights later, I start getting emails late at night, right? And I don't respond to emails late at night unless, pretty much I just don't, right? Why would you? And it's like, before you get started, I want to sign off on this. How many nails do you get in a shingle? Ask me, do you guys use hammers or compressors to nail the, you can tell somebody put in Google what questions to ask roofers. And then that's what, I got a whole list of these, right? I simply wrote back and said, hey, listen, here's the deal. As I said in the first conversation, you'll get a contract in the end. Once I get your supplements, I pull your permit, and we get your code upgrades, everything's ready, I will send you a final proposal that lists everything that we do. As far as the how many nails and if we're using compressors or not, I just said, at this point, you either need to trust the process or I'll release you from your contract and then you can deal with somebody else, right? You can find somebody else to work with. And since I said that and was very, very direct, everything's changed, right? The dynamic of the conversation's changed. Now here's another pointer. When I talked to this person for 20 or 30 minutes, as I stated earlier, right? They were telling me, well, your teammate said this, your teammate said that. I talked to your operations manager, she said this, she said that. I said from there on, we would only communicate through email from here on out. And I said that because it's like, hey, I don't want there to be any more miscommunications. So we're only gonna speak through email from this point all the way to the end, right? I did that because obviously I want everything documented, and if I said something, I want it written down, right? But it's also, I said it in a nice way to where it's like we're doing a favor for them, but really what I'm doing is I'm protecting myself, right? Say they say something and they slander me or something in the end, right? I have a whole paper trail and I have everything used, everything that was said in that email. There's 2 lessons for this. One is make sure you cover your ass, right? When you're telling people something and then they call you and they harass you or they say, hey, you didn't say that or you didn't explain it like that, say, okay, from now on, I just want to communicate via email. Or you say, you know what, I just don't feel that we work together well, so I'd rather part as friends than part as enemies, so is it okay if we part as friends? Like, I'll say stuff like that. Or I'll just say, hey, if you don't trust me and you don't feel that I'm a good contractor for you, then, we can part as friends. Like, that's it. I've learned a long time ago that saying no or being strong back really makes a good impact, right? And it helps that relationship, or they just split off and they go away, right? If everybody feels that we're not gonna get a 5-star experience in the end, it's like there's no way we're gonna make this person happy. At that point, then what are we doing, right? Why are we even doing this job? It's not even worth it. I'll just tear the contract up, the work authorization's up, wash my hands with it, and I'll just keep going.